It's a big brother question, again anti-Google if you want to interpret it that way. Google is a collaborator today, but after all it's a big competitor. Tomorrow it might turn on us. Will it? Can it? Why should it?
That's the right question. That's the right question. Why should it? Because that's where the motive is. You know, I'm more distrustful these days of Twitter, because Twitter is less open about things and is suddenly changing things and pulling things out from developers and so on. I think Mark Zuckerberg is a pretty amazing entrepreneur, but I'm not sure where he's headed with Facebook. Google, I can understand better. Google's interest, Google's business is very, very simple. Easy for me to say. The more we use the internet, the more money Google makes, period. The more stuff that there is created, the harder it is to find it, the better off. The more we're going to use Google. That's it. That's their business model. Now, their notion of don't be evil, the founders have said was really a license to the employees to challenge management and say, should we do that? Is that evil? And Eric Schmidt tells the story. He was at a meeting early on, like his first week. All high-level people, some geek in the corner said, should we do that? Is that evil? And Schmidt thought, geez, what a cheeky guy. You know, what is this, right? But he quickly learned that, no, that was valuable. That was the moral conscience of the company saying, is this place okay? Now, it could fall apart, absolutely. Google's gotten perhaps too big to manage that way. They just killed Reader. I'm not happy about it. Eric Schmidt likes Reader too, as he said yesterday. But I think that, and I wrote a fanboy book about Google. I have my Google phone, my Google laptop, my Google swag bag here. I like Google. Could they turn on us? Sure, absolutely. When it came to China, I think Google finally did the right thing pulling out of China to defend free speech. That's controversial, but that's what I think. But then they turned around and they did a horrible deal with a phone company, a telco in the US, Verizon, to limit net neutrality only to wired lines. Horrible, horrible thing. They abandoned this really important principle of the net. Why? Because they're a business. Because they got to do business with Verizon. Now Google will say to you, don't put us on a pedestal. We're not a company. We're not a country. We're a company. Remember that. So they'll say that to you as well. But I think that their interests are actually generally aligned with ours. The problem is, the reason I wrote a book called What Would Google Do is to say that sorry, I plugged 2 books in 2 minutes. 3 actually. The reason I wrote it is to say that I think we have things to learn from Google. Google doesn't think they can create all the content in the world. Google wants to add value to that. Google is a service. Google learns how to do things this way. So I think we can learn from Google, and I think we can work together. But yeah, should we be wary? It's a company, sure.
We're trying to take advantage of Google, definitely.
Yes.
But I think Google is beating us to that advantage. I mean, they're taking.
Well, sure. That's the essence of business.
On the internet than we are.
But here's the thing. I'm Dorian and everything. Google didn't steal our advertising dollars. Google gave advertisers a better deal.